I'm Samantha from TurboTenant's Education and Community team, and today I'm chatting with Krista about the Fair Housing Act. So Krista, the Fair Housing Act was designed to protect renters from discrimination. What sort of people are protected in the Fair Housing Act?
There are 7 protected classes, and these were established in 1968 by Lyndon B. Johnson.
Okay, perfect. And these are federally protected classes. So no matter what state I am, no matter where I'm located, those are protected everywhere. Are there other protected classes that landlords should be aware of?
Yes, but not on a federal level. So various states and localities have their own protected classes. I highly recommend familiarizing yourself with your local laws to make sure that you're following everything to a T.
Are there other groups of people that are protected?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, one class that frequently gets mistaken as a protected class is the military, but they're not listed as one of the 7 protected classes of the Fair Housing Act.
So if I'm a renter and I'd like to file a complaint, I feel that I'm in one of these protected classes and I've been discriminated against, where can I go?
You would go to your local HUD office. They're going to take down your complaint, and then they're probably going to send basically secret shoppers out to the landlord in question and evaluate their process with 2 different people in different protected classes.
Being a secret shop, if I'm the landlord, I don't know that they're shoppers?
Not at all. The intention with this process is to see how you treat renters without knowing anything other than their protected class status.
What can I do as a landlord to make sure that I'm not discriminating against these protected classes?
First, make sure you understand the Fair Housing Act through and through. Then implement it, right? Just make sure that you are not discriminating against people and be very mindful of what qualifies as discrimination. If you have any questions about that, TurboTenant has a course, Fair Housing for Landlords, that goes through everything you need to know on a broad scope so that you aren't caught unaware.
So a lot of landlords are always asking how to get around the Fair Housing Act. From my understanding, most landlords have to follow it, but there are some exemptions. Is that right?
True. And these exemptions are very, very specific situations. So if you have an owner-occupied rental with 4 or fewer units, if you bought or sold a single-family home without the use of a real estate agent at all, or if you have property that is owned by a religious or private organization and you limit occupancy to the specific members of that organization, then you can avoid the Fair Housing Act. However, by and large, 90% of landlords are going to be required to follow the Fair Housing Act, so you might as well understand it thoroughly and follow the rules.
Aside from the ethics involved, why should a landlord care about the Fair Housing Act?
Well, because not following the Fair Housing Act can cost you a pretty penny. In fact, it costs up to $16,000 for your very first offense, and that price tag only increases with every subsequent offense. So better to just not make a mistake and treat everybody the same way as they move through the process with you.